Hey, my name is Madison. Welcome back to English Mike, where we learn English with simple, real life stories. Today, I'm going to share a weekend in my life. Weekends are special because we can rest, enjoy, and spend time with our family and friends. Let me start with my Saturday morning. Part 1, Saturday morning and early activities. Let me start with Saturday morning. Saturday is always a relaxing day for me. I usually wake up a little later than usual because I don't have to go to school or work. This Saturday, I woke up at 7:30 in the morning. The sun was shining and the weather was pleasant and cool. I felt happy and refreshed because I had a good night's sleep. After waking up, the first thing I did was stretch and do a few exercises. I like to start my day with a little movement, even if it is just a few stretches or a short walk around the house. It helps me feel active and energized for the day. Next, I went to the kitchen and had a healthy breakfast. Breakfast is my favorite meal because it gives me energy and motivation for the day. On Saturday morning, I ate oatmeal with fruits. I added some bananas, strawberries, and a little honey. Along with that, I drank a glass of fresh orange juice. While eating breakfast, I listened to soft music. It was relaxing, and I felt peaceful and calm. After breakfast, I decided to go for a short walk in the nearby park. Walking in the morning is something I really enjoy. The park was quiet and fresh, and I could hear the birds singing. I saw many people walking their dogs and children playing. The fresh air made me feel happy and positive. I also saw some people jogging and exercising, and it inspired me to be more active in the future. Walking in nature always helps me clear my mind and think about my week. After returning from the walk, I took a shower and got ready for the day. I like to feel fresh and comfortable, especially on weekends. I chose a casual outfit, a comfortable t-shirt and jeans. I also had a light breakfast, so I felt ready to enjoy the morning fully. After getting ready, I spent some time reading a book. I enjoy reading in the mornings because it helps me learn new things and improve my English. On this Saturday, I chose a short story book. Short stories are very helpful for English learners because it introduces new words and phrases naturally. I spent about an hour reading, and it made me feel calm and focused. Later in the morning, I decided to do something creative. I love drawing and painting, so I took out my art supplies. I started a small painting of a flower garden. I like to spend time on creative hobbies because they help me relax and express myself. While painting, I listened to a podcast about healthy habits, which was very interesting. I learned some new tips about morning routines and staying productive. By late morning, I was feeling a little hungry again, so I prepared a snack. I made a sandwich with cheese and vegetables. I also drank a cup of green tea. Eating a small snack keeps me energetic and active for the rest of the day. While eating, I called my friend to chat about our plans for the weekend. We shared our experiences from the week and laughed about funny moments. Talking with friends is a great way to feel happy and connected. After the chat, I spent some time organizing my room and desk. I like to keep my living space neat and tidy because it helps me feel calm and focused. I arranged my books, cleaned my table, and made my bed neatly. After this, I felt satisfied and ready for more activities in the afternoon. Around 11:30 a.m., I decided to prepare some music and dance a little. Dancing is one of my favorite activities because it helps me release stress and have fun. I played some upbeat songs and moved to the rhythm. It was not just fun, but also a good exercise. I smiled a lot, feeling happy and free. Before finishing the morning, I took a few minutes to write in my journal. I wrote about how I felt during the morning and the things I was grateful for. Writing in the journal helps me think positively and start the weekend with a good mindset. So, this was my Saturday morning. It was peaceful, active, and productive. I had a perfect balance of relaxation, exercise, creativity, and connection with friends. I learned that even small activities like walking, reading, and chatting with friends can make your weekend enjoyable and meaningful. After spending the morning reading, painting, and organizing, I felt hungry for lunch. Around 12:30 p.m., I went to the kitchen to prepare my meal. For lunch, I decided to make a simple but healthy meal: grilled chicken, steamed vegetables, and rice. Cooking is one of my favorite weekend activities because it helps me relax and be productive at the same time. While preparing lunch, I listened to a cooking podcast. It gave me new ideas for recipes that I could try in the future. I learned about different ways to cook vegetables and how to make meals more flavorful without using too much oil or salt. Listening to podcasts while doing chores is a great way to learn new English words and phrases. After lunch, I decided to rest for a short time. I lay down on the sofa and listened to soft music. Resting for 15 to 20 minutes helped me feel refreshed and ready for the afternoon activities. During this time, I also reflected on my morning. I thought about the walk in the park, the painting, and my chat with friends. It made me feel grateful for the small moments of joy. Around 2 p.m., I started planning some productive activities. I had a few tasks that I wanted to complete on Saturday, such as reviewing my notes, learning English phrases, and organizing my study space. I believe that weekends are the perfect time to catch up on things we can't do during the busy week. I spent about an hour reviewing new English vocabulary. I made a small list of words I had learned recently, like energized, grateful, productive, relax, and mindset. I tried to use these words in sentences to improve my speaking skills. For example, I said, I feel energized after my morning walk, and I am grateful for my family and friends. Practicing in this way makes learning English fun and natural. After studying, I decided to go outside for a small activity. I enjoy spending time outdoors because it helps me feel connected to nature. I walked to the nearby coffee shop and bought a cup of iced coffee. While sitting there, I watched people passing by, chatting, and enjoying their weekend. It was interesting to observe their different styles, actions, and moods. Observing life around us can help improve English speaking because you can describe situations, people, and actions in detail. After returning home from the coffee shop, it was around 4 p.m., and I felt creative again. I picked up my guitar and practiced a few songs. Music is a great way to relax and express feelings. Playing the guitar also helps me improve focus and patience. I spent about an hour learning a new song. At first, it was difficult, but with practice, I played it successfully. This reminded me that practice makes progress, a lesson we can use in English learning too. By 5:30 p.m., I felt like doing something fun and social. I called my friend to make plans for the evening. We decided to watch a movie together online and chat about it while watching. We chose a comedy movie because it was light, funny, and relaxing. Watching movies is one of my favorite weekend activities because it helps me enjoy, learn new words, and understand conversations naturally. During the movie, I took notes of new words and phrases I heard. For example, phrases like hang out, catch up, take it easy, and cheer up. Writing down new expressions while watching helps me remember and use them later in conversations. We laughed a lot during the movie, and it was a happy and memorable experience. After the movie, it was around 7:30 p.m., and I felt a little hungry again. For dinner, I made a light meal like soup and salad. Eating early helps me sleep better later. While eating, I talked with my family about our plans for the next week. We shared some stories about work, school, and friends. Talking with family is always enjoyable and comforting, and it helps improve communication skills in English. By 8:30 p.m., I felt like doing some quiet, relaxing activities before going to bed. I decided to read a short story. Reading at night helps me calm my mind and prepare for sleep. I also wrote a few lines in my journal about the day. I wrote about the walk in the park, coffee shop visit, guitar practice, and movie time. Writing in the journal helps me reflect, learn, and feel grateful for the day. Before bed, I also spent a few minutes planning my Sunday. I like to have a small plan for the day so I can use my time wisely. I thought about the things I wanted to do on Sunday, like resting, learning English, and preparing for the upcoming week. Planning ahead makes me feel organized and confident. Finally, I prepared for bed. I took a warm shower, put on comfortable pajamas, and listened to soft music while lying down. I reflected on my Saturday and felt satisfied and happy. It was a perfect balance of rest, learning, creativity, and social interaction. Sunday mornings are my favorite part of the weekend. I usually try to wake up naturally without an alarm to feel refreshed. This Sunday, I woke up at 8 a.m. feeling rested and calm. The sunlight was soft and bright, filling my room with warmth. I stayed in bed for a few minutes, enjoying the quiet and peaceful atmosphere. I could hear birds singing outside, and a gentle breeze made the morning feel refreshing and relaxing. After waking up, the first thing I did was stretch and do light exercises. Even on weekends, I like to start my day with a few stretches, some yoga poses, and a short breathing exercise. Moving my body in the morning makes me feel energized, focused, and ready for the day. Stretching and breathing also help reduce stress and improve concentration. Next, I went to the kitchen to prepare breakfast, which is always one of my favorite parts of Sunday. Today, I made pancakes with honey and fresh fruit, including strawberries, bananas, and blueberries. I also brewed a cup of coffee with milk, which smelled amazing and made the morning feel cozy. While eating, I sat by the window and enjoyed the morning sunlight, feeling calm and grateful. During breakfast, I also took some time to read the news and check emails. Reading helps me stay informed and improves my English vocabulary. I learned about interesting stories, local events, and educational articles, which made me feel more connected to the world. It's a simple habit, but it sets a positive tone for the rest of the day. After breakfast, I planned my Sunday morning activities. I wanted a balance of rest, learning, and productivity. My first activity was to review English lessons. I spent about an hour reading new words, practicing phrases, and forming sentences. Using new words like energized, grateful, productive, and mindset in sentences helps remember them better and use them naturally. Next, I engaged in a creative activity. I enjoy writing short stories, so I took out my notebook and wrote a story about a travel adventure. I focused on using simple sentences and descriptive words. Writing helps me express imagination, improve grammar, and practice English naturally. It is also very relaxing and makes me feel accomplished. After writing, I decided to listen to soft music while doing light chores. I cleaned my desk, arranged my books, and organized my study space. Organizing helps me feel calm, focused, and productive. Small activities like this may seem simple, but they improve mindset and create a sense of accomplishment. By late morning, around 11 a.m., I went for a walk in the neighborhood. Walking is one of my favorite morning activities because it lets me enjoy fresh air, observe nature, and feel active. The sun was shining, and a gentle breeze made the morning feel refreshing. I saw children playing, neighbors chatting, and people walking their dogs. Observing daily life helps me practice descriptive English. I can describe actions, colors, and emotions naturally. During the walk, I also listened to an English podcast about personal growth. It inspired me to set goals for the upcoming week. I learned phrases like set a goal, stay focused, take action, and believe in yourself. Walking while listening is a great way to practice listening and learn vocabulary at the same time. After returning home, I prepared a light snack, such as a fruit salad with yogurt and nuts, to stay energized. While eating, I called a friend to discuss our plans for the afternoon. Talking to friends on Sunday morning always makes me happy and motivated. Before finishing the morning, I reflected on the past week in my journal. I wrote about achievements, lessons, and goals for improvement. Journaling helps me organize thoughts, set priorities, and feel grateful. Finally, I spent 10 to 15 minutes meditating, focusing on breathing and relaxation. Meditation improves focus, calmness, and mental clarity, making the rest of the day more enjoyable. By noon, I was ready to start the afternoon activities. Sundays are perfect for a balance of relaxation and productive work. Around 12:30 p.m., I prepared lunch, keeping it healthy and light. I made a grilled chicken salad with fresh vegetables and a side of brown rice. Cooking for myself is not only fun and creative, but it also helps me eat healthy and feel energetic. While eating lunch, I listened to a podcast about healthy habits. It taught me tips like how to stay active, organize time better, and make small lifestyle improvements. Listening while eating is a good way to combine learning with daily activities. After lunch, I spent about an hour reviewing English phrases and vocabulary. I repeated sentences aloud, practiced pronunciation, and wrote a few new sentences using words I had learned. Practicing regularly helps me gain confidence in speaking English naturally. Around 2 p.m., I wanted to do something creative and fun. I picked up my guitar and practiced some songs. Music is relaxing and joyful, and learning a new song improves patience and focus. At first, I struggled, but after consistent practice, I played the song successfully. This reminded me that practice and persistence lead to improvement, a lesson that applies to English learning too. By 3:30 p.m., I felt like being social and interactive. I called a friend and we decided to watch a comedy movie together online. We laughed a lot and discussed scenes while watching. Watching movies is not only fun, but it also helps learn new phrases, understand conversations, and improve listening skills. We noted down phrases like hang out, catch up, take it easy, and cheer up. By 5:30 p.m., I felt hungry again. I prepared a light dinner, like soup with vegetables and bread. Eating early helps me sleep better later. While eating, I talked with my family about our plans for the upcoming week. Sharing stories and experiences is always comforting and enjoyable, and it improves communication skills in English. After dinner, I spent some time organizing my room and personal space. I cleaned my desk, arranged books and notes, and tidied up the living area. A clean environment helps me feel calm, focused, and satisfied. I also spent a few minutes planning my tasks for Monday so I can start the week organized and confident. Around 7 p.m., I relaxed by reading a short story. Reading at night helps me calm my mind and enjoy a peaceful ending to the day. After reading, I wrote in my journal about the day's activities, what I enjoyed, and what I learned. Reflecting on the day is important to stay positive and focused. Finally, I prepared for bed. I took a warm shower, wore comfortable pajamas, and listened to soft music while lying down. I reflected on my Sunday morning, afternoon, and evening, feeling satisfied and happy. The day was a perfect mix of rest, learning, creativity, socializing, and reflection.